Welcome to your February 2025 predictions. Today we have three options. Option 1 on the left, strength. Option 2 in the middle, ride the wave. And option 3 on the right hand side, coming to life. Take a deep breath with me. And exhale. Timestamps are in the description box. If you need more time to choose, you can pause the video now. See you there. Welcome everyone who chose the Strength card. This is going to be all about your February 2025 predictions. The number 44 could be relevant to you, the number 8. Okay, so here's what I'm seeing. February 2025 for you is going to be like a balancing act, okay? It seems like there's a lot that you've built for yourself over time, and you're making sure that you keep that stable on the one hand, and on the other hand there's something you're reaching out to. A lot of you, I feel, watching this will be somewhere in the southern hemisphere, and you will, in maybe a month's time, a month and a half's time, you will be moving into the fall season, and you are thinking about a harvest. Even if you're not in the southern hemisphere, I'm seeing that there's more here that you're gonna harvest, and it's like you're trying to work everything out and accomplish it all. So there's a lot going on, and it has to do with stable prosperity and being strong and being disciplined. You've understood throughout life that discipline is going to take you a lot further than motivation, and so I'm also seeing someone here practicing yoga. I'm just seeing a balancing act here for you, and there's a lot that you've accomplished, but there's something there on the horizon, something that you're so close to, so close to, and you're really using all your resources to get there while maintaining what you've built. There's a strength of character. You're going to have to be strong throughout the month of February, okay? February 8th is going to be a significant day. So the word for February, strength, to keep the balancing act going, because you're so close to new goals being met, achievements. You're being divinely guided right now. You're being protected. You're being supported by the angelic realm. The mountain, yes, it's like the mountain speaks of the peak, but it also speaks of things that you may deem as insurmountable, but you've kind of proved to yourself that you can get there, and you're so close to that peak there. It's just, there's something extra that you would like to achieve or accomplish. The number 33 could be relevant to you, as well as the number 6. Stable prosperity, the mountain, the ascent. You're someone who's very steadfast, and what will be required of you in February is to remain steadfast, disciplined, and focused on the ascent, because you are almost getting to the top there. I don't know what this means for you exactly. It's going to be different for a lot of people. You're going to feel more uplifted for sure. It seems like you're going to be making more progress in February toward that peak, is what I'm seeing here. If you ever feel discouraged, just look at how far you've come. Remember how you got here. And remember that to get to that peak, it's one step at a time, one day at a time, 1 minute at a time, 1 hour at a time. But you're feeling called to do more in September, to keep going. You are rising to new heights in February. You're going to look back and see how far you've come and how little there is to go. So it's almost like you either lost track of time, or you weren't really tracking your progress, and in February you're going to track your progress and you're going to be like, whoa, I really came this far, but there's still this thing that I need to accomplish. And it seems like you're balanced enough to pull it off. You're balanced enough to pull it off. Mending. So for some of you, you will be mending a relationship or mending bridges with someone in February. The number 52 could be relevant, as well as the number 7. For some of you, you are being encouraged to send some clothes off to be mended because they're worth keeping. These are pieces of clothing that are important to you. Maybe this is just one piece of clothing, but it seems like in February you need to get it done because you're going to need that piece of clothing. For others of you, you're taking like a sewing course. But it's almost, I'm also seeing this other thing, like, sorry, you've been making a lot of progress, but there's some kind of relationship that you left behind, and you kind of want to grab it and do something to mend it because it's an important relationship for you. So it could be that in February you're going to have an opportunity to do that, to mend that relationship that is important to you. And mind you, this relationship could also be key in this ascent here. This person may have some kind of influence in how you keep going. It's almost like you realize to keep going, you really need to mend whatever this is. Or maybe this is advice coming through for you. First chakra, yeah, because it's important for you to feel safe in your foundation. There's something about this relationship that is going to, by you making an effort to mend this, you're going to feel more stable and more secure within yourself. Because, again, this is a relationship that is very important to your foundation, and it's probably a relationship that's been there for some time. The number 35 could be relevant to you, as well as the number 8. We have the number 8 twice now, angel number 88. You may want to go look it up. Joanne Sacred Scribes on Google. You can see the meaning for the angel number 88. It has to do with, oh, here's what I'm seeing as well. Look at this. So let's say you have a business, right? If you studied business, even if you didn't, there's something about clients with your business, if you have a business. And February, you need to focus on exactly these leaves slipping away. You need these leaves. So here's the thing. Imagine you have a bag, right? You have this bag and you keep pouring in clients or services or money or whatever that is, right? But the bag is starting to show some tears, wear and tear at the bottom. And so you're starting to see this money or these clients slip away. And so there's a need to keep those clients satisfied. So instead of, yeah, you could be getting new clients, but if these are slipping away and you're not making progress. So what you need to do is recover those clients and mend that, right? This could be for anything in your life. But I'm just seeing this business-wise. You may need to find some strategy to keep your clients satisfied, something like that, while you keep accumulating more clients. There are some things that may be slipping your attention that you need to go back and revise and have another look at. And now in February, I'm seeing something about your first chakra, your base chakra. Archangel Michael is supporting you, by the way, in February when it comes to cutting out fears, mending your first chakra. This is telling me that maybe there's been some instability that you've been feeling, some fears that you need to tackle in February. Because if you let that go on for longer, if you give in to the fears for much longer, it will start chipping away at your sense of stability. And so it would be beneficial for you to find ways to strengthen your foundation by moving away from the fears. I do have an affirmation meditation to raise your vibration here on the channel that you may benefit from listening to. I'll leave it as a suggestion in the little box there that you can click on at the end of this option. And there's also the guided meditation to improve your self-concept. So some work around letting go of fears and feeling stronger within the self and having a stronger sense of self, you would benefit from that in February, because you're going to need that strength to keep moving forward beyond February, okay? What else about February? Pisces could be somewhere in your chart, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, or Mercury. Something about dreams, something about mysteries, something about your imagination, healing as well, okay? And then we have 6th house. So this is also about healing. Okay, this is healing around your mindset, healing around your body even. So in February, you may be paying more attention to what you're putting in your body, your exercise routine. Maybe you should invest more in exercise, sleep, and proper food, hydration, anything that would improve your health would be good to tackle in February. Mental health, spiritual health, physical health, emotional health, good friends, a good laugh, a good walk, some vitamin D, sun, some time in nature, more discipline with your rest, that kind of thing, okay? Because it seems like February will be a healing month for you. Healing relationships, healing of the body, healing of the mind, the soul, your emotions, right? 1st house of the self, paying attention to yourself, the self, your body, all about you. What is good for you? What would heal you? And I'm also seeing you finding some kind of, I feel you're doing this, you're doing the healing, you're doing the work, you're being disciplined, you will be investing more in healthy routines, and because of that, you're going to experience a glow up from the inside out. It's like all parts of the symphony of, let's say, the orchestra will be working so nicely. Just because you're tackling the basics in terms of what your body needs to function properly, that your skin is going to benefit, your emotions, your mindset, okay? And it all starts with the mind. And once you work on the mind, then I see you tackling the physical and the practical, and there's something here. You have some kind of a goal that may be a health goal, it may be a body goal, it may be a relationship goal that it seems like you're getting closer to, because in February you're taking the necessary measures to make that happen. Because you're preparing for what looks to be like a new beginning in your life, Jupiter, expansion. And you know what? Every step you take to improve your health, to improve your routines, to improve your relationships, the universe is actually going to step in and accelerate that and make it tenfold, right? So every step you take to like mend a relationship, mend your health, work on your self-concept, work on your assumptions of what you believe is possible, work to move away from fear, work to improve your physical health. The universe, like every step you take, the universe will propel you 10 steps forward. And then you give another step, and the universe will propel you another 20 steps forward. That's how it's going to work. The universe is going to be very benevolent with you. If you take any risks, the universe will favor you. So it's a matter of fortune favors the brave, and the universe favors the bold, right? So if you take one little step of a leap of faith, the universe will help you expand and move forward. So there's a sense of the universe being very generous with you. There is a possibility that there is long distance travel for you in February, if that's something that you're wanting, or just expansion with your business, expansion with your online business especially, or expansion with your career if you work, like, let's say, in the travel industry, or if you teach at a university, or if you're a spiritual teacher, or if you work with foreign cultures, right? So I feel you're going to feel mainly optimistic in the month of February. And then we have love. So for some of you, you could be meeting someone that you fall in love with when you travel, or you could be traveling for love, or someone could be, you could be falling in love with someone from a different culture, whether you travel or not. I just feel that there's a sense of you receiving something here that the universe is blessing you with. And it could be connected to love. You're becoming more magnetic and attractive. And I feel if you're single, let's say, there's more options coming to you in love. And better options as well. For others of you, your love life will just be expanding as a consequence of how you take care of yourself. You're becoming more magnetic and attractive just because you're taking better care of yourself. You will be able to indulge in a few pleasures in life, maybe afford a luxury or two, and definitely a step up toward wealth if that's what you're building toward. I see you making a lot of progress toward that in February. You could have Sagittarius, Taurus, Libra, Aries, Pisces, or Virgo in your chart. Then we have Mercury. You could also possibly have Gemini in your chart. Communication, love communication. So there's a lot of communication around love for you in the month of February. A lot of thoughts and words being exchanged, ideas, maybe communication about travel together or travel to see each other. There's like, I also see a lot of just communication for you. A lot of, if you have a business that involves communication like emails or sales, especially online, I see that going really, really well. I see you getting more clients or more sales or something like that. But at the same time, the thing here is, don't forget the clients you already have. Like, I don't know if there's some way that there's some marketing method to keep clients. I don't know if by offering discounts or something like that. But I'm seeing that energy here. Then we have the sun. So everything, just really optimistic. I see a lot of joy for you, a lot of love, a lot of communication, expansion. I'm seeing really good energy for you guys in February. You just feeling very strong, very warm, very like things are growing for you, and you're really enjoying life. You're feeling very connected to your body, feeling very alive, healthy, or finding some kind of health solution to mend something health-wise. There may be some kind of solution coming up for you that's going to make you very optimistic. If you've been feeling low on energy, I feel February you're going to feel an upsurge of energy. You're going to feel very, very alive and vital. Like a life force has come over you and just feeling very energetic. Then we have the Page of Wands. There's some kind of new journey here that you're feeling inspired toward in February. You could have Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries in your chart. The World. Yeah, there could be an opportunity to visit a new place in the world or to start a new online business that you're feeling passionate about. The World, you're going to feel good in nature as well. I'm seeing bees here, so I see you very busy in February, but you're happy to be busy. Death, so it seems like you're putting something behind you in February and starting a new journey here. Closing a chapter. You're closing some kind of a chapter in February. Ace of Swords, because some kind of truth is revealed to you, or you're having an epiphany that is allowing you to close a chapter in your life, to put something behind you and to reinvent yourself. It's like you're going to feel like a rebirth in February here. Two of Pentacles. And you're going to be thinking about a big decision here in the practical. You're going to have to be making a decision that's going to implicate changes in your material world, and it could have something to do with relocating to a new house, a new city, or a new country altogether. You're gonna have some truth revealed to you about what you need to leave behind, what you need to close out, and there's a choice about moving forward into a new reality or something inspiring and exciting that you feel ignited to start. And so you're going to feel very optimistic. You're going to feel like the universe is pushing you forward. And so if anything, there's just one decision here about money or work, or in terms of location, that you're going to have to be making toward the end of the month of February, okay? So that was your reading about February. I hope this brought you the clarity that you seek. It was a pleasure to read for you guys. Have a beautiful day. See you in the next one, and bye for now. Welcome everyone who chose this beautiful card, Ride the Wave, with these two dolphins here. The number 14 could be relevant, the number 5. With the number 5 being here, the number 14 is talking to me about temperance. You've been alchemizing, you've been transmuting negative to positive, you've been patient, and it seems like February brings something about divine timing. February seems to be the divine timing for something here that you've been trusting and you've surrendered, and it's a change, okay? With these two dolphins here, it feels like it's going to free you to be more lighthearted. It's going to make you feel really happy. It could involve a soulmate, does not have to be. And then it could involve surfing the waves, something to do with surfing the waves for some of you. It's not going to be for all of you. Could be have something to do with the ocean, or maybe you just live near the ocean. So there's that. So what is February bringing for you? Anima Mundi. You're going to feel at one with the soul of the world. You're just going to feel very alive, very joyful, very enthusiastic. The number 50, 60, 70, the number 78 could be relevant to you, as well as the number 15. So 14 to 15 is progress. 15, 1 plus 5 is a 6. Progress toward prosperity and love. Just feeling very alive, a lot going on, feeling like you're definitely not bored. You're very, what's the word for it? Busy and just very happy about being busy, because these are like your heart. I feel your heart chakra is going to feel expanded and good. You're just going to feel good in your chest about life. It's just, there's a lot to look forward to. Every single day you wake up is going to feel like you have a lot to look forward to, and you're gonna wake up with an enthusiasm for life because you have stuff to look forward to, like a lot of things to look forward to in February, and it's like a daily thing. Very connected to nature, very connected to, and it's all because you've done a lot of healing. You've learned how to process things. You've learned how to raise your vibration, and it feels like in February you're going to be benefiting from the work you've done just on learning how to stay high vibrational despite what life brings you. And so you found pathways to let go of the things that you can't control and tackle the things that you can. And you're finding a newfound enthusiasm toward things in February, because even if these are mundane things that you're doing, you kind of see the bigger picture. And the fact that you're working toward that is something that excites you and makes you feel alive and makes you feel good about life. And so you're going to wake up like with the sense of really wanting to take on this day. Deep knowing. It seems like your intuition is going to serve you well in February. You're going to be very aligned with your intuition. The number 43 and the number 7 could be relevant. There is a wisdom to you. Definitely you're someone who's very wise. You could have Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius in your chart. It seems like you're going to be making some wise, very wise decisions in February. And it has a lot to do with things that just keep your vibration up no matter what. That is the wisest decision you're going to make in February. That is the wisest course of action that you're going to make in February. And because of that, it's you. You made this decision to heal, to transmute, to stay high vibrational, to let go of the things that you can't control. And you're being rewarded with just this feel good. It's like your day is filled with stuff that really makes you feel productive and alive. And I don't know how else to put this. Yeah. And it's like you've discovered the door to personal healing and happiness in February. And we have the number 34 now. So we have mirrored number 4334, angel numbers. You can go check out Joanne Sacred Scribes on Google to see the significance of the 4334. But it's like you've unlocked that door. You're going to know in February that it's like you turn that key. You know the secret to personal healing and happiness. And now that you know it, now that you've opened that door, you're moving into a new world, a new blissful world. And look at those lotus flowers. You've been through a lot. But you did not allow that to shape you or to make you wither. It made you, it's like you turned your obstacles into stepping stones, and you're going to start to see the rewards for this. And once you see the rewards, you're definitely not going back to a time where you felt down and out. Nothing is going to kick you down forever. Nothing is going to keep you down. You're just going to bounce back really quickly. And I feel February is the turning point for you, where that's what you start doing moving forward. And it's going to feel so good. And it's actually a rite of passage. It's a sign of maturity as well. And you're being welcomed into a whole new peaceful and blissful world because of that. Not because everything's perfect around you. It's just because you transmute everything that's going on, and you process it, and you alchemize it. You turn something negative into something positive. If there's something that you don't like, that you can't control, you get it, you let it out of your mind, and you focus on something else in the time being, and and that will be a joy in itself. We have Leo, so you could have Leo strongly in your chart, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, or Mercury. And we have the Lover here. So I feel you're going to be filled with a feeling of love in February. I feel you're going to become more creative, more expressive, because you're letting go of a lot of heaviness and a lot of stuff you can't control that was acting as a creative block for you. Maybe you were taking things a little bit too seriously, or you were allowing negative thoughts to seep in, or memories from, like, bad memories from the past. But now that you're letting go of all that weight, you are becoming more lighthearted. You're lightening up. And because of that, you're becoming more playful. And because of this playfulness, you're able to create more. And because you're able to create more, you become more productive. And because you become more productive, work gets better, business gets better, relationships get more lighthearted and playful, and that's where also romance finds its way. So whether you're in a relationship, not in a relationship, it seems like your romantic life will be improving as a consequence of your decisions to heal, your decisions to transmute, your decisions to let go, your decisions to embrace life with a sense of joy and wonder. And it's like you're going to feel a newfound sense of self-confidence. I feel you experiencing more warmth in life in general. And because of that, you're also having like a sense of a glow up, because you're no longer allowing that heavy cloud to remain over your head. And so you're going to be glowing in February. And 7th house. Yeah, I mean, if you're in a relationship, if you're single, I do see there's potential for a very loving relationship. Libra energy here could be in your chart, someone else's chart. A partnership, a best friend turning into more, or just a strong, but I'm just seeing this more like, for some of you, there's a marriage proposal or someone with whom you're going to end up in a long-term commitment and possibly even married to, or if you're married, there could be that things just become better between the two of you. I just see two people who are holding hands, kissing, turned toward each other, feeling very balanced, very cooperative, very harmonious in this relationship. And it's a strong bond. It's best friends. It's sharing. It's showing each other parts of yourselves and mirroring things back to each other for growth, right? So for some of you, there's a lover coming in. For others of you, there's more romance in your partnership. We have Cancerian energy, the doula. For some of you, you're gonna get someone pregnant or get pregnant if that's what you're wanting, if you're married, through lovemaking, of course. I just feel a lot of comfort and protection within a relationship or a new relationship. I'm seeing like just a lot of taking care of each other, wanting to spend time alone, comforting each other, protecting each other, a very sentimental, intuitive connection here, possibly starting a family or someone with whom you will end up having a family or blending families, something like that. Feeling very good in your home and your relationships, feeling the love. We have Gemini here. It could be in someone's chart as well. We have the butterfly. I'm seeing a huge spiritual transformation going on for you in February. Coming out of that cocoon phase where you felt for a while where things were dark and you were disintegrating to be able to rebuild and reinvent yourself into who you want to be. But now you're coming out of the cocoon, this beautiful butterfly, very different from what you came in to this whole life experience with. It's like now, and for some of you, you're meeting your twin flame, uniting with your twin flame, or things getting better between you and your twin flame. If you're on that journey, I just see a sense of cooperation and teamwork and a relationship and good communication and protection, protecting your transformation, feeling just good in your own skin, really. And then we have Aquarius. So someone here could have Aquarius in their chart. We're having all the air signs here. Innovation. So something about a powerful innovation for you, something unique about you, something about a group effort maybe, socializing, making new friends. For some of you, you're getting married in February. But there could be something here that you're working on that is unique, that is freeing, or you're feeling more free to create. You're feeling creative freedom versus creative obstacles, which was what you were experiencing prior, most likely. Then we have Virgo, the alchemist. Did I not say that you alchemize? There you go. So because you alchemized, now you're being able to innovate. So you've done the groundwork, you've done the work to heal and to transmute and to turn your obstacles into stepping stones, and because of that you've kind of graduated spiritually, so to speak. And now that you've graduated and the creativity will be unblocked, there are no limits to what you will be able to create in the future, and it's going to be bigger things. Like you're preparing to align with bigger things. Now that it seems like you've kept your mind in check and you've really learned how to stay high vibrational, you're going to be doing bigger things. So if anything, because your mind is going to wander up into the ethers, don't forget your routines. Don't forget to stay disciplined. Don't forget your spiritual hygiene. Don't forget what got you here. Stay on top of, be disciplined. Don't forget your body, because you're going to have a lot of ideas. I see a lot of thinking. So there could be a tendency for you to neglect your body. Don't. Stay in your body. Keep exercising. Keep feeding it good food. Keep sleeping well. All those things, okay? Then we have Uranus. It seems like you're going to have some kind of a genius idea or breakthrough in February. Something surprising, something unexpected. And It seems like you're going to come up with some kind of light bulb moment, some kind of epiphany here that is something original, brilliant, and unique that you're meant to follow through with. It's like a brilliant idea that you're going to have that could be very innovative and could benefit humanity. There's an airplane, so I don't know. There's an airplane flying by, so I don't know if airplanes could be significant for you. But you're going to have a breakthrough. So let's say you're working on something. Maybe you're going to get your big break or a breakthrough here. And it's going to be sudden and it's going to seem unexpected, but it's well deserved because you've been patient and this is the change you've been waiting for. You have the Knight of Cups. For some of you, there's definitely good news coming your way. For others of you, there's a romantic proposal to take things to the next level with someone here for you. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio could be in someone's chart here. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, or Mercury. Then we have the Six of Cups. Maybe someone from your past or a higher level soulmate or someone like a soulmate from a past life. For some of you, there's someone wanting to apologize and wanting a reconciliation with you. Someone from your past, someone who's nostalgic, someone who's reuniting with you. Page of Pentacles. For a new practical beginning. So there's something about a newness in your material world that could be tied to this good news. Or maybe there's something you've always wanted to do since you were a child that you're going to have the opportunity to finally materialize and possibly even make money off it. And someone's bringing you the good news. For others of you, there's someone here bringing you some news about wanting to take things to the next level with you, reconcile and maybe move closer to you or move in with you or marry you or move to where you are or find a way to get you to move there, something like this. For some of you, it's a new job, and it's a job that you've wanted for a very long time. Then we have the Ten of Cups. There's a lot of emotional fulfillment for you in February, okay? For some of you, you're getting married, getting a marriage proposal, or just feeling very emotionally fulfilled, like a happy family life or just happy news that is very emotionally fulfilling, meaning starting a family maybe for some of you, or just coming together in the physical with someone you're going to eventually get married to. And then we have the Knight of Swords. And again, look, the airplane. This could involve air travel, okay? Action will be taken. A lot of things happening. Action will be taken for it may be relocation or traveling together or just getting married, getting marriage proposals. Again, I keep seeing this. Possibly a job proposal here, or an opportunity to start your own business, and maybe you will have to travel for this. I'm seeing air travel, possibly overseas travel. Okay, I'm seeing Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Yeah. For some of you, your child is going to visit you, is going to get on a plane and visit you and surprise you with a visit. For others of you, someone from your past is going to surprise you with a visit, airplane visit. And that's going to make you feel very emotionally fulfilled. For others of you, someone's going to surprise you coming to visit you or taking action to you to reconcile with you and maybe apologize or explain or take things to the next level and reunite with you. So wow, that was your reading option 2. It was a pleasure to read for you guys. Let me know how that resonates for you in the comment section. If it did not, choose another pile. Take what resonates, leave what does not. Thank you so much for liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. It helps the channel. It helps to bring you more extra content. Content is on Patreon. Information for that is in the description box. And if you want to be notified of future uploads on the channel, hit the bell for notifications. Have a great day, everyone. See you in the next one. Bye. Welcome everyone who chose this beautiful card, Coming to Life. This is all about your February 2025. The number 29 could be relevant to you as well as the number 2. Okay guys, so it seems like you've been feeling stuck in the mud or in sort of like a cocoon phase in your life where you have been spiritually transforming or transforming your life in whatever way, metamorphosing. You've been disintegrating the old self, which has most likely been a painful process, but it's all for the purpose of reinventing yourself. And look, February, you're coming right out of that. You've been coming out, but it's like the last leg, like literally, look, that's the last leg there is coming out. February is bringing you some kind of guiding light, okay, that is going to help pull you out of this cocoon once and for all, like the final stages of coming out of that cocoon phase. So coming to life. So you're going to feel more alive. It's just that final challenge, I would say, that final difficulty, that final stage of whatever this was, pain or painful transformation, but necessary nonetheless, and for your higher good. So let's see, we have the river. So in February, you could be feeling more emotional than usual. Maybe there's a lot that you've been through that you weren't able to even cry about because you were just in the trenches there. And now it's like there's going to be a release of your emotions, which is part of this last leg of getting out of that cocoon. The number 34 could be relevant, as well as the number 7. Yes, absolutely. February is still pretty much about the last leg of this spiritual journey that you've been on of, I would say, ascension, awakening, but ascension most likely. So there's a sense of acceptance, graceful acceptance, and still going with the flow. You know, when you try to resist quicksand, I'm seeing this thing as looking like quicksand. The more you try to resist it, the more it pulls you down. So I see you're not offering any resistance to the quicksand. If you feel your emotions, you're going to let them go, most likely through crying. But it's just like there's a sense of you forgiving yourself, forgiving others. You've been tormented by your emotions in the past, but you're not going to let your emotions get the best of you, but you are going to allow them to flow. You're not going to resist them, which is going to make it a lot easier for you to come out of this cocoon. So at times you may be overwhelmed with emotions and you cry and then you feel better, is what I'm seeing here. But you've been going through changes and you've been going through a huge rebirth here. And you've been looking at parts of yourself and decisions that you made that you may have to forgive yourself for making. You didn't know any better. And so I feel your tears are going to wash away a lot of heaviness that's been, that you've been feeling in your heart space. You're going to be smoothing over some sharp edges and accepting that you may have made mistakes in the past, and accepting any grievances, but you're letting go of a lot of, you're purging in February. You're still purging is what I'm seeing here. And the more you cry and let go, the more the heaviness will be lifted, the lighter you will feel. Unfinished symphony. Exactly. It's like you're still finishing this. It's the last leg again. You're closing that cycle. February is like the last leg of letting go of that. It's like it's still unfinished. You're still working through processing these emotions, purging these energies. You're probably even a little bit nostalgic, looking into the past, closing off some unfinished business with people or in your life, or maybe trying out things you've always, wanted to do but never got a chance to, or giving something a last chance or someone a last chance, right? To make sure that when you move forward, you know exactly what you're leaving behind and what you're taking with you. For some of you in February, you're going to be finishing a literal symphony or a creative work that you've been doing, or a book, or a song, or whatever you're working on, you're going to be finishing it in February, okay? To get it ready to be seen, to get fully out of the cocoon, out of hiding, right? So to prepare for a new beginning. And then we have indecision. It seems like you're going to be met with a crossroads in February. You're going to be pondering a decision which way to go. Both paths are unknown, of course. The number 8, because you want to make sure that you're heading towards stable prosperity. And so the big decision will be, I don't feel like you're going to be making a decision in February. No, not at all. You're going to be feeling, if anything, undecisive, because there's still things that you're closing off. There's still emotions that you're processing. So I don't think you're going to be making this decision in February. And just for the fact that you want to close off a cycle properly, and because when you do make a decision, you want to make sure that it would lead you to stable prosperity here. So yeah, the square, the challenge. You're going to feel challenges in February, still dealing with challenges, still feeling some tension, still some stalls, some pressures, some frustrations, some struggles and demands. But you will mainly be reorienting yourself and letting go of hurts and pains and working things out maybe with someone, and maybe reconciling with someone even. But it's going to be a challenge. I'm not going to lie. It's still going to feel challenging, okay? Because with the numinous mystery, there's still a lot that you don't see in February to be able to make a clear decision. It seems like there's still a lot of the unknown. It feels like your psychic gifts are opening, but it also feels like with that amethyst there that part of what you need to let go of, and that could be your blind spot, is a certain addiction that you may have. Now, addictions could be anything that is unhealthy for you mentally, spiritually, emotionally, or physically. It could be substances, it could be something you drink, something you eat, some kind of codependent interaction that is toxic, or some toxicity in the way that you think, or some toxicity in your behaviors, or the things that you say. And so whatever this addiction is that you need to let go of is still challenging you in February. So until you fully understand and acknowledge that there is something that is addictive, that is not healthy for you spiritually, mentally, emotionally, or physically, until you are able to acknowledge that, your leg will remain stuck here. And so, but it seems like there's certain awakening to the fact that it's a choice. Are you going to remain in denial, or are you going to see it for what it is and do something about it? I don't think that you're going to be doing something about it in February, but I am being called to tell you that the challenge is very much due to this addiction. So if you can look at it that way, then maybe that is what you need to get your leg out of that quicksand there. Libra, the idealist. You could have Libra in your chart. It could be that you're seeing something with rose-colored glasses. You're still giving into the illusion of something, and maybe the illusion is what's addictive to you, or you're under the illusion that you have no addiction, or you have nothing to work on here. But again, at the same time, I think you're taking off those rose-colored glasses slowly, shyly, but surely, becoming aware of something, aware of your own illusions, or more socially aware as well. So you're cooperating with yourself to balance things out. You're starting to at least allow yourself to see something, or to look beyond the veil or the rose-colored glasses that you were looking at. And so that's a start there. And we have North Node Destiny. It seems like in February, you're having a glimpse into what your life purpose may be, and the fact that you may need to move out of a comfort zone. And maybe there's something that is a comfort zone for you that you don't acknowledge as an addiction, but it actually has been working as such. And it's actually been keeping you away from your life purpose. By the way, I do life purpose reports based on your natal tropical astrological chart. If you're interested, you can find my email in the description box. Either way, it seems like you're getting a glimpse into what could bring you fulfillment. At the same time, you see that it would prove to be a challenge for you to move in that direction, just because you would have to move out of your comfort zone, meaning there would be a temporary discomfort. Letting things go, especially things that we're so used to and that bring us a certain amount of comfort, even though they may harm us, is hard to let go of. But once you do, and you get over that first hurdle, you get an experience of flow of, wait a second, I was actually able to overcome this fear or this this pain of letting go of something that was actually hurting me more than it was doing me good. And then once you step into your purpose and get over that first challenge of that first discomfort, you start experiencing, wait a second, this is the most fulfilling thing I've ever experienced or done in my life. And so it's like you get a glimpse into that and you start moving into that direction in February, which is great to see. At least you're becoming aware of who you're meant to become and how you're meant to blossom and what you're meant to let go of. And, but again, you feel confronted with this in February, and there's a sense of a feeling of conflict and feeling called out in February. So someone or something is going to mirror something back to you that's going to make it undeniable to you that there's something you really need to heal, let go of, or tackle so that you can turn your obstacles into stepping stones. And it's actually even an obstacle that if you really, really work on healing this and acknowledging it instead of denying it, you can turn it into a strength. Once you recognize it and once you confront whatever this is, once you're made, I feel February is making you conscious of that only thing that's keeping you stuck in the cocoon, that will, once you acknowledge it and tackle it, you will be able to free that leg from. 11th house. It's like February is going to show you something about the future to be hopeful for if you step into your purpose, if you move out of your comfort zone. And I feel that's going to be the driving motivation for you to finally, toward the end of the month, pull your leg out of that cocoon. And I see you in March moving into an era where you are more focused on healing. So February is going to be a very healing month, but it's going to allow you to, in March, start to focus on long-term goals, dreams coming true, feeling a renewed sense of hope for the future, creating new things, making new friends, the right friends, your soul tribe, right? Finding your soul tribe, finding the community that is aligned with you, not the community that you've already become comfortable with, right? Necessarily. Yeah. Huge transformational month for you in February. It's going to feel intense. It's going to feel extreme, right? But it's also necessary. You're composting a lot. It's necessary for you to reclaim your personal power. It's still a process of a death of a rebirth, but you're more in the rebirth phase of this. You're coming out of this. And so there's a reckoning in February. And you're going to clear away a lot, you're going to feel a lot, but you're going to make a lot of progress when it comes to self-empowerment and freeing yourself and taking the lead and the reins in your life. Judgment. There's a big life-changing, life-shifting decision you're going to be working on energetically in February, not making the decision, but pondering in February, because you know that you're leaving an old skin behind and you're stepping into your new self, your new reality. Scorpio energy strongly here. Could be Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, or Mercury for you. There's a lot of healing in February. Preparing for a big shift in your life, preparing to get a second chance at life. The High Priestess. You're really keeping to yourself, consulting with your higher self, consulting with your own intuition. It's still a very much like an inner journey. I feel you spending time alone and preparing something in secret, or working through some mysteries and looking into the depths of something. I see you doing a lot of resting, a lot of time alone, a lot of thinking. The Empress, about what is important to you, what would build you up, what would empower you, what would bring you health, what would support you, what you want to create in the future, who you want to be, who you want to become, what you want out of life. And with the Ten of Wands here, I see you really looking into a list of the things that you need to let go of to make this happen, and where you've been also analyzing where you've been swimming against the stream, right? Swimming upstream instead of finding a stream that would take you where you want to go, so to speak. And so you're coming to a lot of realizations in February about what has been keeping you burdened, how you have been doing too much, how you haven't been delegating, how you have been taking on a lot on your plate, how you have been doing so much for everyone and not really giving their responsibilities over to them, meaning how you have been enabling other people, meaning how you haven't really truly been helpful to these people after all, because instead of giving them their responsibilities and the tools to deal with their responsibilities, you've been doing it for them. They haven't been growing, so you haven't really been of service to these people. And so you're doing a revision and a reckoning, and really asking yourself, okay, I have to make a decision. It's going to change things in a big way in my life. I need a second chance at life. Life is offering me a second chance. What am I going to do with it? Am I going to keep swimming upstream, or am I going to do something to change this? Am I going to go through the temporary discomfort that I have to live the fulfilling life that I know is there for me? Because it is in your potential. It's in your energy. We have the Empress here. You could have Libra or Taurus or Pisces or Scorpio in your chart. Aquarius possibility as well. And so that's your February, guys. Let me know how that resonates for you in the comment section. If it did not resonate, choose another pile. Take what resonates, leave what does not. Thank you so much for liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. It helps the channel. It helps bring you more. Extra content is on Patreon. Information for that is in the description box. If you want to be notified of future uploads on the channel, hit the bell for notifications. Have a beautiful day. See you in the next one. Bye.